watching the News Hour first.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kamal, our national flower, is now being dragged through muddy waters of politics ahead of the 2024 elections. Way back in 1950, Bharat's Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru declared it to be India's national flower. It has always been an auspicious symbol of purity and knowledge. But today, Nehru's own descendants have objected to the use of lotus, calling it a symbol of the BJP, not Bharat. Here's what happened. First, there was a lotus theme for the new Rajya Sabha. Then came the lotus at the bottom of the G20 logo. And now the Kamal makes an appearance in the new uniform of the parliament staff ahead of the special session happening next week. The safari suits are being replaced by an Indian kurta pant with a pink lotus flower print shirt. Of course, the BJP points out that the lotus is our national flower, but this has not gone down too well with the opposition leaders. Listen in to this fierce war of words.
Why the government is not ready to put tiger in the Parliament of Staff's dress? Because tiger is the national animal. Why they are not ready to put the peacock, which is the national bird, in the dress? Because the BJP party symbol is lotus.
Has government dictated that Indian citizen, Indian common people, they have to carry lotus in their dress all over India? We are waiting for that. That is also not very far away. They may say there will be only one party, one symbol, that is BJP and lotus. There will be no multi-party democracy. It will be like North Korea.
Every time this government shows that it does not want to tell the agenda of the special session, but wants to divulge all kinds of unimportant details and unimportant measures with respect to special sessions, shows poor humor of their dictatorial model.
If the lotus is there on the G20 logo, the lotus is there on the saris or the dresses of a parliamentary staff, that is basically a recognition and respect for the national flower. This is the fact. There is a leader of the UPA who said that people should not say Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So they have a problem with Bharat, they have a problem with lotus, they have a problem with India. They should find their own medication.
You're watching the News Hour first. Debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight, Manickam Tagore, Member of Parliament of the Congress, and also joining me this evening on the News Hour, Shehzad Poonawalla, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Mr. Manickam Tagore, why is the Congress party suddenly just so allergic to the lotus? Because it appears in a print in the uniform to be worn by all the staff in the new parliament. You've suddenly decided that this is not acceptable?
Thank you. We need to understand that nobody is disrespecting the lotus national symbol. It's a pride that we have a national flower, we have a national animal, we have a national bird. For all are pride for us, and we all respect it. And there was before coming to these decisions, the founding fathers of this nation has discussed variety of things, and they have come to conclusion. And everyone has a logic. Where we are having objection to it is BJP, the way my friend who is sitting there, BJP spokesperson, has put Kamal, his party symbol, in the back. Therefore, that's the way they wanted to symbolize it. They wanted to show that thing, that Kamal is only related to BJP. The problem is that if for that only we are saying that, why can't the tiger? Why can't you put in the parliament staff's the symbol of tiger, which is also a national animal? And you can put, if you don't like tiger, you can put peacock. It's a national bird. What's the problem in it? The problem is that BJP friends have this mindset from starting from the panelists to anybody in the BJP. They wanted to just symbolize the lotus as their symbol. And with that symbolic part only, we have some kind of hesitation in that way you make Parliament also to be a partisan way. That's the question I was raising it in the morning.
Well, Shehzad Poonawalla, why not a peacock? Why not a tiger print? Why only a lotus print? Is it only because you want to propagate your own party symbol? And that's the question Mr. Manickam Tagore of the Congress is asking.
With all due respect, I just hope that if Mr. Manickam Tagore sees our lotus, our symbol in every lotus, then by the way, Navika, Rajiv and Kamal both mean lotus. Rajiv Gandhi, Rajiv Shukla and Kamal Nath. That is on a lighter note. Navika, on the first hand, these are speculative news reports that we are having this discussion on. Ultimately, this is the foray of Parliament to decide. As per those news reports which are going on, and I don't believe that Times Now would not have something when it puts out a story like this. Based on your stories, it has been said that some NIFTs were consulted. They gave various proposals. An expert committee decided and came on a conclusion that this particular design should be taken. I just have three specific questions. First of all, in the same news reports, it is said there is a Manipuri topi. Now, Mr. Manickam Tagore can say, just like he's saying, why not tiger, why not peacock? Somebody will get up and say, why not Rajasthani topi? Why not Himachali topi? In the same news reports, it has been said that Nehru jacket is also going to be used. Somebody might say, why Nehru jacket? And look, who is having a problem? Those people who themselves have used Kamal or the Padma or the symbol of Lotus in Padma Awards, those who have named 400 schemes after their first family are saying we are doing manufacturing and using this because our logo is the Kamal. Now this logo and the print you are showing, Navika, is there any similarity? Even when the G20 logo was put out, at that time they made the same argument. Navika, just see one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals are there in this lotus symbol behind me. The G20 logo has 7 petals to represent the 7 continents. The real issue, Navika, is this, which my friend Manikamji will not tell you, is that they have a problem whenever we are adopting anything Bharatiya. Lotus has a great connect with Bharatiya Sanskriti. In fact, we believe that it comes out from the navel of Lord Vishnu and the entire world is created, and it is also the vehicle of Ma Lakshmi. It is also connected with Ma Saraswati. Therefore, it represents wisdom, it represents eternity, it represents creation, fertility, it represents prosperity. I think Mr. Manickam Tagore, his real problem of the Congress party is with anything Bharatiya, because when we went from Rajpat to Kartavya Path, they opposed. When we went from Aurangzeb Road to APJ Abdul Kalam Road, they opposed. When we went from old parliament to new parliament, which they proposed, they are opposed. So therefore, I think anything that has anything to do with Bharatiyata, Hindu culture, Sanatan Parampara, they instantly oppose it, and I think that is the real reason.
Well, Mr. Manickam Tagore, Shehzad Poonawalla says there is a Nehru jacket. There is, and it has always been called a Nehru jacket. Now, if that is there, people will begin to question why not a Mulayam Singh jacket, why not a Karunanidhi sunglass. These are we taking these issues of differences just too far?
No, my friend, the BJP spokespersons are trying to confuse you and confuse all the viewers. They take suddenly the Bharatiya part into it, and as if we are opposing it. We are, the beginning itself I told that we are not opposing. We told that behind him there is a symbol of his party. Why show this party symbol when it is used? In the election time, when people have to enter into the polling booth, they have to vote to a symbol and a candidate. That's the time we use it for elections. Any elections, whenever it is fought, it is in that time only we go and vote. In that time only is the party symbol is needed. But what they are doing it, you see the way when they are sitting in a panel discussion also, their party symbol is in the back, because the way they wanted to take total ownership of that symbol is the issue there. Therefore,
but Mr. Manickam,
it's a national symbol.
But Mr. Manickam Tagore, I find that a little flimsy as an objection that you raise, because I've seen people on our panel from the NCP have a ghadi symbol behind them. I see Mr. Akhilesh Yadav's party, the Samajwadi Party, keeping their party symbol behind them and Akhilesh Yadav's photograph. I'm sorry, many parties are doing the branding and making people realize what the symbols of the party are. If the Congress chooses not to do it, it's your choice. But you can't say that only the BJP does it.
With due respect, I'd like to tell you, kindly ask your research team to do it. These habits started when the BJP started to use this habit of displaying their symbol as their party election symbol. It's not a party symbol, I'll call it. It's an election symbol as their the national symbol, which happens to be the national symbol, as their symbol, and they wanted to do it in again and again and again and again. Therefore, that's the way. After that, everybody has adopted to that model because everybody likes that model, because to put the symbols in our party also, many of our friends put the symbol in the back, and they have the discussions under this. Coming to the point of what the BJP spokesperson, my colleague, has mentioned it about Nehru and the Nehru jacket and Bharatiya and others. Let us be very clear that we are speaking about the dress code, which the parliamentary secretariat, particularly the Lok Sabha secretariat, and the speaker, honorable speaker, has to decide. Let them decide it. We are not having any objection to it. But this coloring part of the symbol part shows that only the Lotus part, that also when they are using it as party symbol, we are having some, we would think that why can't be the tiger? Why you are insulting tiger then? Why you are insulting peacock then? So he is confusing with some kind of Manipur topi and others. Nobody is objecting to any kind of dress and others. Therefore, let us not get confused with those kind of facts. Everybody is accepting the speaker and the parliamentary democracy decisions will be accepted. But these kind of gestures outside, because no parliament, for example, all the opposition party leaders would have been called by honorable speaker, and there would have been a display on that what he has decided. The Lok Sabha secretary. It does not happen. It has no channels.
Maybe they didn't put the tiger print because you had a problem with the lion on top of the new parliament. Also, you said the mouth was a little more open. It looked angrier than before. That's why they thought, let's not go with any animal. Congress will have a problem. Now you have a problem with flowers. Shehzad Poonawalla, animals have not been used like the tiger because they had a problem with the lion?
Well, you know, I could turn that question around and ask Mr. Manickam Tagore that when the Padma Awards were initiated and it had the lotus symbol in it, so were they insulting the tiger? Were they insulting the peacock? I mean, what kind of argument is this? Let me also put forth another argument. They have said that we are trying to use it as a party symbol. Navika, there are, I think, less than 300 or 400 parliamentary officials. So are you saying that the parliamentary officials who wear their uniforms only in parliament while serving parliament are going to become an election tool for us? And by the way, since this is based on Times Now's reportage, this is one of the samples that you all have shown, or at least something like this. You can put it up on the screen. How is this anywhere close to our symbol, which you can see right behind me? I would request your producer to put a window out. And thirdly, it is about insulting anything Bharatiya. And I'll remind Mr. Manickam Tagore that when the Sengol was given its due place, which was called a walking stick, it was Rahul Gandhi who went to Videshi Dharti and he said this Sengol and all that, they were doing Dandvat Pranam and lying down in front of it. Who insulted that, sir? This was a symbol of our great Tamil culture and our great Indian culture. The Sengol, which was reduced to a walking stick in some dark corner of the museum, was given its true place. Who has opposed it? So it is very well an opposition. Anything that goes from colonial mindset to Atmanirbhar Bharat. When we changed the naval ensign and we got Maharaja Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's ensign on it, you had a problem. When we changed Rajpath to Kartavyapath and we had a great statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, you had a problem. When we erected the highest statue of Sardar Patel ji, you have not yet visited that Sardar Patel Statue of Unity just because you have a problem. So this shows that your problem is with Bharatiyata. And finally, Manickam Tagore ji, this is a picture of Ma Lakshmi, and I hope Ma Lakshmi blesses all of us. Ma Lakshmi comes on Lotus. Now, will you see this Lotus and find BJP symbol here? These are symbols of our Hindu culture, our Sanskriti, our great Sanskriti. I am a Muslim, but this is my Sanskriti. But you are running against your Sanskriti. You cannot tolerate even a symbol of your Sanskriti on the dress, allegedly, of the parliamentary staff and security.
Mr. Manickam Tagore, please respond.
Brother, we need to understand that you spoke about Sengol. We are speaking, I'm MP from Tamil Nadu, and we know about Sengol symbolizes a monarch monarchy, the returning of king part. So let us understand that in that time, when kings were using it, that time Sengol was used. We are in a democracy. Let us come on. It is not related to any religious part. It is related to the monarch part. When a king becomes, that king hands over to his successor.
Then
Therefore, let us not confuse the Sengol
Nehruji
part.
should have refused to take the Sengol.
Somebody, you have to understand it, ma'am, that in that time people has wrote about it. Rajaji and that Adinam came and gave to him. Therefore, he took it. As when somebody gives as a gift to a Sengol, if somebody comes and gives to me a Sengol, I'll receive it. What is that? I am not putting it in the parliament and putting it in as it is a religious factor. That's the confusion BJP wants to build up. Continue to build on it, create confusion in people's mind. And this is the factual part of we need to understand about BJP's campaign part itself. Coming to the point which my friend is again and again trying to confuse with Mahalakshmi and Lotus and others. We all respect religious symbols, my dear friend. But using that religious symbols for your political purposes. When election time, you are speaking about one nation, one poll. 5 years time, last day, only one time, every voter is going to stand before the voter machine for 1 minute only. In that 1 minute, for that 1 minute, every time you are putting your symbol in the back and you wanted to insert in every national, international forums and even in the parliamentary thing also, you wanted to put it as your the way the BJP symbol itself.
Okay.
It is the BJP which is politicizing Lotus, not anybody else.
Well, Shehzad Poonawalla, 30 seconds. You're exploiting the Lotus and therefore the opposition led by the Congress party raising its objections.
If this is the argument, I just pray that the Congress party does not issue fatwa saying that now nobody can make lotus offering to Bhagwan Vishnu, because all the faithfuls, all us Hindus, we all go and we offer the Vishnu Bhagwan lotus. So he will say, you are doing campaigning for BJP, don't offer in temple any lotus. I only fear that such a fatwa might also come out from Congress headquarters. And sir, you said Sengol has religious significance, then why Nehruji sent it to a museum and made it a walking stick? And if it was symbol of monarchy, why Nehruji accepted it? Today you are insulting not just a symbol of our Hindu Sanskriti Bharatiyata lotus, you are also insulting Sengol, and you come from Tamil Nadu. I hope DMK, which anyways is against Sanatan culture, but at least it is not against the Tamil culture. I don't know what they will tell you when they hear all this about you saying about Sengol, that it has no significance and no place in parliament. Have you consulted DMK before saying this?
Well, the consultations will continue, but for the moment, this is the new flashpoint ahead of the special session of Parliament, which in any case is the larger flashpoint that exists between the BJP and the opposition. Well, which way is this going? We're going to follow that. But for now, thank you very much, Mr. Manickam Tagore, and thank you, Shehzad Poonawalla, for joining me on the News Hour.